Oud Sultani. I found Arabian Oud Sultani uh, somewhere, I think on eBay or Olfactory LLC for the low 100s. I thought about checking it out, but there's another one by Arabian Oud I would like to grab. Is called Saffron Oud. But I have a lot of stuff here in front of me, some other samples by Essential Harmony, and figure I'd do a live first impressions on Was Overdose. That one's kind of, it's okay, it's good, but there's some pros and cons to Was Overdose. So we will get into that. Hey, what's up, Kicks? My scent of the day was something we were talking about last night on Instagram. I did a layered combo with Virtus Oriental Rose and Zaharoff Signature Rosé. Now, between the two, with those two, I feel like the Signature Rosé actually made the rose and Oriental Rose a little more jammier to my liking. Either way, both are two beautiful rose fragrances. We will talk a little bit about that. And I have some other samples here from Essential Harmony that I haven't really got my nose on yet. And I'm going to talk about some fragrances I recently revisited lately that I've had in my wardrobe for quite some time. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. We got Hawass Overdose, one of the newest releases by Rasasi for the Hawass line. Now, I'm going to see what this is all about. Let's spray it on paper. If it goes if it's good on paper, it'll go on skin. If it's not, it stays on paper. So get about maybe 4 good sprays. Let that soak on there. Well, I can tell you this much, just in the opening, very, very spicy. Mm, quite strong in the opening. Very, very strong, very spicy. You got some spice here. Do I think imagination is worth the hype? I would say it's overly hyped, but it's still good. I own it, and my bottle is like half empty. Now back to Hawass Overdose. Very spicy. In the opening, got some woodsy notes here at the top. All I'm getting is spice on paper. Let's go spray this on skin. Give that a little bit here. Man, the atomizer on this one really sprays. Yeah, very spicy. I'm getting like cinnamon. Maybe they overdid cinnamon here and other spices. You do get woody notes at the top. I'm gonna let that settle down because that is very strong, very potent in the opening. Wow. I'd have to agree with what's his name? Dame. Definitely very strong. Rasasi Hawass Highness, is it that good? Yeah. I would take Hawass Highness over Overdose. Hawass Highness is damn good. I like it. What's up, JJ? How much did I spend on what? Do I know Leom Sport? No. Is that YSL or Guerlain? Got to be more specific. Hmm. Hawass Overdose. I would say, honestly, maybe 60% in that realm of Parfums de Marly Altair. The only thing I'm not liking here is how much spice is in the opening and the woody notes. I feel like whoever perfumed it overdid it with the spices. I'm gonna let that settle down and see if it gets any better. What I'm smelling right now, Rasasi Hawas Overdose. They're cloning Parfums de Mali Altair. Now, I don't own Liquid Brune or the Liquid Brune Extrait. I ended up getting Hawas Overdose because I do like the Hawas line. Kamara Waha, I didn't buy that. I passed on it. But I already own something in my collection that has cucumber in it. I don't need any redundancy. But from what I gather, Kamra, Waha, whatever the hell you call it, it's fresh, but it still drives into that original DNA. I was never a fan of Latafa Kamra, so I wouldn't even buy the new release. And I'm not really crazy for Latafa, unfortunately. It's my least favorite Middle Eastern clone brand. Now it's starting to get better. Hawas Overdose is actually getting a little better now that the opening's settled down. It's kind of warm, ambery, vanillic. I get this like chocolatey nuance kind of lurking in the background. Now it's starting to really get good. I actually like this. And for some of you guys who do enjoy dupes, well, yeah, I'm familiar with that. But whatever they did with this one, it's just that opening is too much, very spicy. They use oh, yeah, that, what is it? Gastro something. I seen a video on that. It is better now. In the first, let's say, 1 to 3 minutes, it's very intense, and once it starts settling down, it actually gets pretty nice. Not bad, pretty decent. What I like about it, it has chocolate in it, and I'd give it maybe a 7.9 out of 10 based off first impressions. It's pretty decent. However, that's something I can't wear in the summertime where I live. But fall and winter, I'll definitely give that a full wear and see how it really performs. Other than that, it's pretty good, you know? You already have there's so many PDM Altair clones out there. So if you already own those, there's no point of buying Hawas Overdose. Surge of Renaissance, YSLY. What do you think, bro? Yeah, they're worth it, especially Zerjoff Renaissance. I hear it's pretty damn good. YSLY EDP, um, that one is okay to me. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm not a huge Y fan. The only YSLY fragrance I absolutely enjoy is the one that got discontinued, which is YO Fresh. That's my favorite version. But some people like YEDP. If you like it, that's what you want to sample, by all means, sample it. But Zerjoff Renaissance, that is a good one. I vaguely remember what Renaissance smells like, and I would take a niche over a YSL fragrance any day. I don't know. I'm just not huge for the Y line. It's just I'm not crazy for the Y line at all. Is Yeah, Acqua di Gio Profumo, that was the best one. That is discontinued. That one's been discontinued for what? Quite some time, I think. I think my brother had that one. I never had a chance to have it. My brother owned it, and that was his favorite release. He never really got into all these flankers that came out, except for Profumo. That was his favorite. And he kinda lost interest in the entire Aqua di Gio line because they keep coming out with all these ridiculous flankers. I think the only one I own is that Acqua di Gio Profondo EDP with it's a frosted bottle. The only thing I don't like about that one is the opening is quite harsh, but it does settle down. It's kinda mineral. It's got like a mineral undertone to it. It's got like some mineral notes in it, but I like it. Yeah, if you guys order Hawas Overdose, there is a chance you might go nose blind to it as well. So overall, Hawas Overdose, it's pretty good. I do kind of like it. What I like about it is it has chocolate, and I do like chocolate in some fragrance, not all, but some. But right now, it's really starting to develop on my skin and it's starting to open up and it's getting a lot better now. Very warm, rich, thick. It's got a thick body to it. It's thicker. Definitely in the gourmand lane, that's for sure. I think the best way I can describe it, it's 60% in that PDM Altair line, just with like overly done with too much spice in the opening. You got some woody notes, I'd say maybe sandalwood in there. You got vanilla, chocolate, some amber. Overall, it's good. And I think a 7.9 out of 10 is being fair. My rating may change after I spend more time with it, but it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's all right. Now, I wouldn't consider that my favorite vanilla fragrance. My favorite vanilla fragrance, hands down, would be Virtus Vanilla Oud, and that's my all-time favorite. Alright, figure why not? We got Boadicea Victorious 1907. I have a little sample, and it's been a minute since I've smelled this, and I've been dying to get my nose on it again, so I ended up buying another sample, and I'm thinking about eventually getting a full bottle. So I kind of forget how this one smells. Hey, what's up, Buff? Get a couple of sprays. Mmm. Now I can really smell that over here. Now that is what I call a fragrance. You get spices, cardamom, cinnamon, very lemony in the opening. Think of like that candy, lemon head candy. That's what I get here on skin. And you got pink pepper, kinda like a berry aroma there. Ah, that is so good. Mm, I need another spray of this. Man, is that good. I can't get enough of this. Which one I'm smelling? That would be Boadicea the Victorious 1907. Man, do I like the opening. Scent of the day, Polo 67 EDP. Nice. Do you ever get your nose on the, 67 Extreme or no? I still haven't got around to even wanting a bottle of 67 Extreme. I smelled it, it was okay, but if I'm gonna get anything by Polo, I'm probably gonna get the EDP where it kinda gives you the best of both worlds. But right now, what I'm really enjoying is 1907. It's like very energetic. It wants to open its arms and welcome you in with a cheerful hug and lifts you up. This is good. It's got that like club atmosphere to it. That's what I'm getting here. That's why I like this so much. So I get cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, lemon, pink pepper, a little bit of violet, sage, and a cashmere and blend in here. This is good. Hands down, I would give that a solid 10 out of 10. That is absolutely good. Now, this one is crazy expensive. Either way, I don't care. I would buy it. I like that. Okay, you smelled the extreme. If you have the EDP. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought about getting the EDP. I didn't really want to get the extreme because I wasn't really impressed with it. I'm not hating on it, but you know, I still think my overall favorite Polo fragrance is Polo Green. It's my absolute favorite. Polo Deep Blue Parfum, that's my second favorite, and I wish they never discontinued that. Even though that one doesn't really last as long, but it's great for them hot summer, humid, muggy days. Hey, what's up, Ven? Oh, you're rocking a good one there, sir. You enjoying it? What do you think of Burrell by Unique Luxury? I still didn't get a chance to get that one. I've been meaning to, but there were some other newer releases I ended up jumping on, unfortunately. But eventually, I will add a full bottle of Burrell. What I'm really enjoying here, though, is 1907 by Boadicea. That's a 10 out of 10. That is absolutely amazing. I just can't get enough of that opening. I really love the opening. It's very smooth as it transitions. That's good. All right. Let's check another sample here. This is from Essential Harmony. We got Cranberry Blaze. Now, I hear Cranberry Blaze is that fire. So, get a couple of sprays here and see what this one's like. Did 3 sprays. Had to. Oh, nice. Right on, Sven. Okay. Cranberry Blaze by Essential Harmony. This is good. You really get this nice cranberry note with some fiery spice within it. You kind of get some apple, cinnamon, nutmeg, but it's also kind of smoky. It's got a smoke accord in it. This is good. I'm gonna have to add this one to my collection sometime. Cranberry Blaze. I'm liking this. That's good. That's a good one. Don't think you're supposed to talk about that one. Oh no. Is it out? Hmm. I can't get enough of this. Hmm. Oh, it's not. Oops. Well, never mind then. My apologies. I thought it was out already. I can't get my nose off it. Well, I apologize for letting that slip. That's my bad. I guess I'll put that one away. Oh, that's weird, Joel. Hmm. Maybe it's those days where YouTube just forgets to tell everybody. Man, that is addictive, though. I'm gonna shut up about that one. Oh man, what I will like to check out. I think the only, I think the only one I haven't smelled out of my little sample though from Essential Harmony was Leather and Smoke. And I have gotten my nose on Mango Limeade. That kind of makes me think of Virgin Island Water and Suspiro Herba Magica had a baby and out came that. That's like the best way I can describe it, but out of those 2, I would take this over those 2. Better performance. So let's see what Leather and Smoke is like. Wow. Now that's different. Man, you really get that leather here. I'm kinda getting a little sweet here. Big up, looking into purchasing Race Luxury by Arabia Prestige. Never got my nose on it. Maybe some of my regular subscribers here might be able to help you out with that one. I haven't even explored anything from Arabia Prestige at all. Never heard of it, unfortunately. Hmm, this one's unique. Leather and Smoke. You really get this nice leather, maple, oud, myrrh. There's like a white flower tucked behind in there. I think jasmine. This is good. That's different. That's another one Imma have to add to my wardrobe, leather and smoke. This is good. Really, really good. Man, I gotta say, this is another 10 out of 10. I like this one. Be great for the fall and winter time. And last but not least, there's another one. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Matiere Premier. I forgot I even had this sample, Radical Rose. I'm curious to see how this one smells. So, hopefully these have decent atomizers on here. Some of these samples, I think the other ones that I checked out from that discovery set, the atomizers were absolute shit. So, let's see what this one's like. Okay, that's a good atomizer. Wow. Wow. I was not expecting that. Very earthy. Kind of feels dirty. That's what I'm getting here with Radical Rose. It feels like a dirty, skanky rose on my skin, but I like it. It's pleasant. That's good. Like very earthy. It's almost like you just walked through my neighbor's garden. He grows different types of roses. And it's like you just dropped down in his garden, rolling in dirt, and decided to smear rose petals all over you. And it's just that earthy. It's how it's reacting on my skin. It's like a dirty rose. That's good though. That's real good. That's like a photorealistic rose scent. Think of it like on a for example, today it was storming really darn bad by me. And after it rained, it kinda got slightly muggy and humid again. That's kinda how this scent is smelling on my skin, like, it's kinda got this, like, maybe an ozone smell, but that's what am getting off skin. This is good. Definitely different. I like that. That's a good one. I'm gonna have to add this one to my, collection sometime. That's pretty good. I get rose. I get some kind of wood, maybe rosewood, something. There's something in there that's woody. Maybe there's some oud in here. It's kind of slight funk to it. Do any of you guys know the notes on this one besides what I'm smelling? I want to know if I'm even close or off, but either way, this one, just off first impressions, I give this one a solid 10. This is good. That's a good one. And last but not least, I forgot I had one other sample. So it's got patchouli. Hmm. So rose and patchouli. That's a very dirty, earthy patchouli. Kind of makes me think of, you know, something like Javois psychedelic. That one's very earthy, not dirty, but the level of that one, psychedelic, where it's very grown up, mature. This is good. I'm gonna have to get that sometime. And last but not least, I have this other sample here. The only other one I never really sampled from Get Right Clean Team. We got Signature Black. Now, I don't know what to really expect from here, so we'll see what it's about. Spray it on my hand. Huh. Wow. Labdunum, patchouli, and rose. Okay. That makes sense why I'm smelling what I'm smelling. But there's something else. Something like spice. There's a bit of spice in the background, but it has this like funk to it. There's got to be some kind of oud in there. I'm getting like some kind of oud. Yeah, there's some spice here, like heavy, like pepper. That was a good one. Okay, this one's different. Signature Black by Get Right Clean Team. Very citrusy, that's for sure. I want to say orange, mandarin, bergamot, subtle with cardamom. Either way, you got some woods, patchouli, sandalwood. This is pretty good. Smooth. I would say Signature Black feels, easy to wear, slightly appealing. Not bad. It's it's pretty decent. It's definitely my probably my least favorite. My favorite one from, the clean team, Get Right fragrance would be Berry Oud Rose Special and that purple label, but Signature Black, it's not bad. Definitely makes a nice daily driver scent. Either way, I'm happy that I was at least to get my nose on that. Mm, 1907 though. Man, it has a really nice tobacco note in that. That is good. 1907. Man, does that one smell so good. So, back to Hawas Overdose. You could really pick up that chocolatey aroma in the base. Got some, I think, vanilla, maybe some amber. You got some woody notes in there. That one's actually getting a lot better now since it calmed down. But man, that and opening on Hawassa Overdose is just way too strong. Crazy intense to it. Now it's actually a lot better. So, Hawassa Overdose. Is it worth getting your nose on, grabbing a full bottle? It all depends. You know, I would say there's pros and cons to this. One, you got a crazy, strong, intense opening. Two, once it settles down, it actually does get pleasant. But three, you have so many dupes out there on that DNA. And if you already own one of them, it would be redundant to own this. However, I don't own any Parfums de Marly dupes besides this. This one, I'm definitely going to have to spend more time with it so I can really give an honest review, but I do kind of like it. I find it challenging, and that is because of the spicy opening and how much spicy it is. It's like almost on skin, it's almost like drowning in cinnamon. But right now, it actually got very pleasant. Not bad. Have any of you guys got your nose on Hawas Overdose? Either you like it or you hate it. But either way, it's pretty good. It's not bad. I probably wouldn't, I probably won't wear it till probably the fall and winter, but I'm definitely going to spend a few days with it before I give my full review on it. It's not bad. I just wish the opening of that fragrance would have been a little toned down with that spiciness, that spicy notes that they're using. Other than that, I think it's okay. It's not bad. Hey, what's up? Man, happy Sunday. Could you speak on art of universe or supremacy collector's edition? Well, I don't own Art of Universe by Latafa, and I don't own Supremacy Collector's Edition. However, I hear Supremacy Collector's Edition is good. By I think it's by what? Offnon? I hear it's pretty good, and I think that one is cloning Absolute Aventus, I think. I wouldn't know. A lot of people talked to me into grabbing those 2, but I just passed on them. I didn't want to because I already have, I think, what, maybe 3 of them that cloned Creed Aventus, and then I bought the real Creed Aventus, and ever since I got the original, I really don't even reach for my dupes anymore. They just sit there. But I would probably go with Supremacy Collector's Edition. I think just the other day, someone asked if I should check out um, Art of Universe, and I said, nah, I'm good. Anytime I get my nose on a Lattafa fragrance, whatever oils they use, I sneeze ridiculously and I just can't enjoy the scent. That's why I just don't get in the Lattafa anymore. Oh, what's Viper like? Me. Yeah, that has more. Yes, that's. Yeah, I have a few samples of Blue Talisman, and I like Blue Talisman DNA, but I think I have like 6 or 7 samples of Blue Talisman. That's the other reason why I didn't wanna buy any dupes on that DNA. SCE is a really good, yeah, Off Non-Supremacy Collector's Edition. I would go with that one over Art of Universe, 'cause well, both of those you could probably wear year round, but I would take Supremacy Collector Edition over Art of Universe any day. Oh, Black Afghano inspired. Okay. Hmm. I'm thinking of buying more often in the near future, more 10 milliliters or brand new fragrances when they come out. That is a good way of doing things, Joel. Um, I got, let's see, I did buy a new fragrance by my buddy. Shout out to Natif Parfums. I bought Blueberry Shine. It's one of his newer releases, so I can't wait for that to come in, and he did send some other samples with it. Hey, what's up, Dame? Oh, well, you're really flexing in my chat. Forbidden Fruit with Lamar. That's a good scent combo. I have to agree with you, Dame. Hawas overdose. Crazy strong, potent in the opening, but once it settles down, it's okay. But I do like the chocolate in that Hawas overdose. It's just that opening is crazy. Way too strong, way too intense. It's like you gotta, walk for 3 minutes and then put your nose back to it. Hey, what's up, Alicia? Yeah, it's wild strong. Very potent. You really get this, like, overly spicy notes. I would say a lot of cinnamon, maybe some cardamom, or a lot of nutmeg in there, but definitely a lot of cinnamon. You got some woody notes in the opening. I wanna say maybe some sandalwood, maybe Gaiac wood in there. But once it settles down, man, does it open up pretty nice. Warm, ambery, vanillic with this like chocolatey dry down. It's actually pretty decent. So I can appreciate this one. And I'm going to spend a few more days with it before I do a final review. But I'll be looking forward to wearing that one during the fall this year. That's for sure. My scent of the day was these two bad boys here, which is My top 2 favorite rose fragrances: Oriental Rose by Vertus and Signature Rosé. These 2 pair very nicely. So that's what I felt like wearing today. I felt like wearing rose. Yeah. Rose is going crazy. Yeah. Speaking of rose, um, I was searching, looking up for a specific fragrance, and I know Joel owns it. And for the longest time, I've been looking for Garner or Carner Barcelona, uh, Carner Barcelona Rose and Dragon. And one of the online discounters happened to have it in stock. It was on sale and I had a discount code, so I used it and I got it for 79 bucks. So I pulled the trigger and I bought that. So I can't wait for that to come in. And I hear it's an interesting fragrance when it comes to rose. So I am excited for that one when it arrives. And then I got some new stuff that I bought from Essential Harmony. Um, I g I'm waiting for Zaharoff Gusto Limone to come in, and, Blueberry Shine by Native Parfums, so I can't wait for that to come in as well. Not to see probably not. After I was looking at the profile, I don't know. But then again, sometimes I wear my fragrance regardless of, seasons. If I'm in the mood for something that's like fall and winter, I'll wear it in the summer. That's just me. Get out of here. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I wanted a Blueberry Shine by Native Parfum. So I got some stuff coming eventually when they get my way. Now I'm going to talk about a few fragrances I recently revisited since I've owned them. And I think I owned worn them maybe twice. And the other one, I actually worn quite a bit because I put a dent in it, even though it doesn't really last as long, but it serves a purpose when it's extremely hot and muggy and uncomfortable out. And I'm talking about no other than Joe Malone, wood sage and sea salt. Very fresh, kind of salty, maybe a little bit of citrus hiding in the background. Doesn't last long, maybe 4 hours on skin, but I can appreciate it because I I tend to layer this one with almost anything in my collection that's based around, citrus, woods, maybe some florals. However, I do like this one. I just wish it would have lasted a little longer. However, cologne's cologne. And sometimes it isn't always about something that's going to last 24 hours or 3 days on skin. But I was wearing this not too long ago and I forgot I even had it in my collection back there. And I do enjoy this one. How many of you guys got your nose on Wood Sage Sea Salt by Joe Malone? It's not bad. And I got a little dent going on with this one finally. I would say probably sometime end of this year, it'll be empty. Pretty good though. This fragrance would fall into that category as grab and go if you're going out to eat. lunch, or you're just on your way up to run some errands, grocery shopping, and you don't know what to think or what you want to wear, this comes in handy. It's what I call a grab and go kind of fragrance. And another one I revisited last night, and I never really wore it or gave it a chance. But last night I sprayed it on skin. And I gotta say, it's definitely one of the more unique fragrances based around tea. And I'm talking about no other than Encre Indigo by Lalique. Got this like black tea, maybe some spice, a little bit of freshness, but it has this inkiness to it. And that's why I like this. Doesn't really last. Kind of have to reapply with it, but I can still appreciate it. This is a good one. And I think there might be a bit of like subtle, maybe leather in there, but I could be wrong. But this is good. Great from for like them summer days, summer nights, springtime, especially in the spring. Early spring days, kind of cool out. It's pretty good. So I'm happy I revisited that one last night. I just wish it actually lasted longer, but I get a good 5 hours, which isn't bad. Now, for all you patchouli lovers out there, if you love patchouli, this one might be for you, but it might be challenging for some. And I'm talking about Javoy, talking about tea. I still might get said it before, but I haven't I haven't explored anything by the Harmonist yet, but there is a couple I would like to grab. Hey, what's up, Gian? So, patchouli here. We got Javoy, psychedelic. Man, oh man. I remember Stay Fresh Productions was talking about this one on IG a long while ago. And I was sold right then and there. And I Googled it, looked it up, and I saw, I think, Scent Split had it, and I bought it. It was on sale. I blind bought it, so that is a bold blind buy. Now, ever since I've had it, I would put my nose to it, and I think I did first impressions, but I never did a full review or any of that, or any of that good stuff. What I can appreciate here, since I've had this for a little while now, I feel like it aged a little more. And it almost has this like booziness to it, somehow tucked underneath it with that patchouli and some spices. It's very earthy, that's for sure. And one of the key characteristics with this one that I like is the patchouli comes off chocolatey. And man, is this good. Man, do you really get that earthy, chocolatey patchouli. It's just that good. So I'm gonna have to get this one back into my rotation sometime. I really like this one. Yes, I agree with you, Sven. Javoy is a nice house. They got some really nice stuff. This is my first one I ever bought. And there's some other ones I would like to check out as well, but this would be my number one favorite take when it comes to patchouli. This is exactly how I like patchouli. And then I would say Virtus Soul Patchouli would be number two. That would be my second favorite. This one, very well put together, very grown up, that's for sure. Howdy, just got Bahara King. You know what? I never even explored anything by Bahara. I don't know why. Nothing ever really piqued my interest, but if you like it, sir, enjoy. But man, am I really smelling like a bunch of stuff right now. Whew, man. I'm gonna have to look up Radical Rose. I gotta look that one up. I do get more of that labdunum. Now you could really now Radical Rose here actually calm down. Now I'm getting more of that sweetness from the rose. It's kind of, a little bit of sweet. I'd say a slightly sweet rose, and it's getting more smoother. This is pretty good. Yeah, basically, Joe, I'm smelling like a perfume store. What else? Warm greetings from Costa Rica. Costa Rica, nice. Hello to you. Yankee, Bahara is official. Hmm. I put you in the Mancera. Huh, okay, cool. I do own a lot of Manceras, that's for sure. Man, I think one of the newer Manceras I bought was Intense French Riviera, and I think there was another one I did get too. Besides Intense French Riviera, I bought Explicit Vanilla and I bought Intense Instant Crush. Yeah, I didn't even jump for that Azor Royal. Is that by Ahmed Al Maghribi? I think so. Oh yeah, that's another one. Got to get Vetiver Sensuel. Something you can wear year round, and it's by far one of the fresher takes on vetiver in the entire market. Straight fire. Or another one could be Cedrat Boise, the original. That's a good one too. Some you could wear year round. I think Vetiver Sensuel and Cedrat Boise would be by far the first two to have. And I'd say the most challenging Mancera I ever bought was it's in the front, and it's not for everybody either. But I can appreciate it, and I do wear it from time to time. But if you're not into something that's extremely powdery, you're not gonna like it. And I'm talking about no other than Black Prestigium. My God, is this a beautiful fragrance? Violet, iris, oud, loads of spices, and talk about performance. This one is straight beast mode on skin for me. I tend to wear this during the fall and winter. And I gotta get this one back into my fall and winter rotation. Uh, I never got my nose on that. I almost did buy another Mancera today, but I stopped myself. I was gonna grab Pink Prestigium, and I hear that's pretty good on men's skin. It's like a citrus heavy citrus balm. And I would like to get it. And this one's been a minute since I've smelled. Ah, man, is this good. My God, is this good. And I think it aged a little since I've owned it. I haven't even really worn it as much, but I'm gonna be wearing the heck out of this one this year. Man, is this a good one. Uh, there's only one Mancera in my wardrobe back there that I do not like. And once I get another Mancera, Imma be getting rid of that other one out of my collection. I think the next Mancera I'm probably gonna grab is probably Oud Lemon Mint, Soleil Dole, and, Pink Prestigium, Black Gold, Black Noir. I want those. Oud Vanille for sure, Ombre Tonka, and I'm waiting for the new release by Mancera. I'm gonna grab that Wood Season. That note breakdown is up my alley. And I think I'm gonna pass on Moky Musk. I'm not feeling that. But this is by far the worst Mancera I've ever got my nose on. Hey, what's up, brother from another mother? What's up, Carlos? Now, mind you, when I first bought this Mancera fragrance, I appreciated, wore it, but then I outgrew it and now I just can't wear it. And I'm talking about purple flowers. Ginger heavy, straight ginger bomb with some rose, other florals, some crazy spices. Can't do it. Just cannot do it. It is a hidden gem, highly underrated, but I can see why a lot of people don't appreciate this because it's just, it's not something, it's not mass appealing. And it's just something in it is off putting. And I just can't get into this one anymore. I don't know. So, well, I was going to get Oud Lemon from Max Aroma because I racked up so many reward points and I could get it down to $50. So I thought about using my points on maxaroma.com since I have so many. And if I buy one, I'm going to order it from there where, I mean, $50, it's a no brainer. You see what I mean? For- we'll talk later after my live stream. All right, bro? We'll talk about that because I have some other questions too to ask that I don't want to talk about on here. All right. Radical Rose, Matiere Premier. Based off first impressions, my honest rating, I give it a 9.1 out of 10. New Kiwet. I like Neroli. Yeah. That's the other thing. I think, next month, I'm probably gonna buy a City Rhythm fragrance. I'm thinking about, um, Savannah, City Rhythm Savannah or 8641. One of those 2. And definitely, I'm gonna add Unique Luxury Burrell for sure. That's pretty good. Now this one is getting better. Overdose is finally getting better. I finally have some free time. I'll make you 3 meals. Well, I figured you were busy. I didn't want to bother you about all the decants you want to send me my way. Between work and personal life, sometimes shit happens. You know, that's just the way life works. And last but not least, I figure I would talk about my little comparison between Zaharoff's signature rosé and Virtus Oriental Rose and the differences. Now, I've had Oriental Rose by Virtus for a very long time. And one thing I could say about this one, this is more niche compared to Signature Rosé. It's definitely up that ladder. It's like 2 steps above Signature Rosé and maybe a step above Black Rose Halfeti. And this is just my personal opinion. Now, Oriental Rose here, you got frankincense, you got lemon, and you got, what is it? You got cardamom in the opening, so you got some heavy spice, a little bit of slight smoke, and that lemon in the opening, I think plays a part in the heart note with the violet, the iris, the patchouli, and that rose. And I think that lemon and that patchouli and some of that frankincense is what kind of tones down the overall iris and kind of also makes the rose here slightly jammy. And then the dry down, whew, magnificent. Kind of warm, vanillic, a little bit of amber, and I think there's Gaiac wood here, so it has some slight smokiness to it, but this is very mysterious. I would say, perfectly unisex across the board. Anybody can wear this. If you can spray it, you can wear it. That's the best way to put it. So, Oriental Rose is a darker rose built around darker woods and resins compared to Zaharoff's signature rosé. This one here is more sweeter, smoother, and easier wear. Where it's the star of the show here is rose, Turkish rose, rose otto, and a little lighter on the heavier notes in the base, and it's more appealing. So that's the best way to really break down a rose fragrance is when you compare the 2. Now, out of the 2, which I like the most, that's where it gets difficult because this one's starting to get a dent, and this one, I tend to gravitate towards summer, spring. Pretty much this would be my summer and spring rose fragrance that I would like to wear. This one here, Oriental Rose, is something where you wanna dress up, maybe a button down, dress pants, and a tie, where you wanna stand out. This one definitely is a more, sophisticated, more grown up, and it's not for everybody either. Well, so it's the best way I can describe this one. And if any of you guys like rose, and if you're curious about this one, I would sample it if you're in the rose, like I am. Neroli. Speaking of neroli, you know what? Let's talk about neroli itself, because I'm familiar with that. And we'll use my fragrance for that example. Here's the thing with neroli. Some fragrances might be, you know, over dominated, depending what that percentage is with neroli. For example, let's say you went, oh, I don't know, 6 or 8% with neroli, that can totally kill your entire scent profile, where it's like extremely soapy. Now, the lower the number on percentages with neroli can actually be more pleasing. For example, we'll use my fragrance here, Scented Paradise. Neroli in this one is at Um, I wanna say, I think I kept it at 1%, and I think that is the safe, zone. 1 or maybe 1.5%, nothing over that, because neroli itself is just strong, and it also depends what kind of perfume oils a lot of these fragrance houses are using as well, but as a rule of thumb, neroli should be at 1%. I had this conversation with Kevin at Sensual Obsessions, and certain notes you want to keep at 1%, like cannabis, rum, or even like, rum, cannabis, neroli. Certain florals you want to keep low. Neroli is one of them. Even like, let's say, a rum note, right? There's certain perfume oils out there from different companies where 1% is the safe zone. Hello, what do you think about Invictus Victory Elixir? I never bought it. And the only Invictus I enjoy is Invictus Parfum. Other than that, I'm not crazy for the entire Invictus line. And what do you think about Boss Bottled Absolute? You use it, and I think it's overrated badly. I love Boss Bottled Absolute. I think it's overly overhyped, yes, but Boss Bottled Absolute is fire. Also, I didn't have a niche fragrance before. Is Altair good? If you enjoy a vanilla fragrance and you really like vanilla, go for it, but sample it. Buy a sample of Altair. Don't buy a full bottle, just get a sample. Spend some time with it, then make your decision. That's the best way to do it. Because I'm not a crazy person for vanilla. And yeah, that's another good choice too. You know, Mancera, you could find almost anywhere cheap as heck, and you get your money's worth. And um, you like vanilla, amber. Honestly, this would be a better route because it's not as expensive as it used to be. The price kind of did come down over time, but I would still sample it. I would sample this one, Explicit Vanilla by Mancera. This is like a woody gourmand, amber vanilla. And if you like chocolate, there is a bittersweet chocolate aroma in the base. If you go directly to Mancera, you can build your own custom discovery set and you could pick out samples. I did that before. Another good one would be like ombre tonka. Yes, Cedrat Boise is another good one, but Knight over here wants something like vanilla and amber for a niche fragrance. So I would, sample maybe Oud Vanille, Oud Cafe, maybe Royal Vanilla. That's another one. If you're into florals, it does have rose. But Royal Vanilla is based around vanilla with some caramel. I think there's amber in it. I actually own that one. It's not bad. It's pretty good. But if you really want something with vanilla, amber, and maybe some woods where it's a little more easier to wear with a better performance and maybe slightly more longevity, I would definitely go with explicit vanilla, but keep in mind, it's not for the summer. This is for fall and winter. But if you're looking for something for summer, I would go with vetiver sensuelle. You got some citrus, you got lime. The vetiver there is much easier to wear. It's mass appealing. And that one you could definitely rock year round. But if you're just looking for something vanilla, I would go explicit vanilla. Build, build yourself a discovery kit off mancera.com, pick out 5 samples, and go from there. That's the best way to do it. Because, buying full bottle after full bottle, it puts a killing on your pockets. And lately, I've been getting discovery sets, and occasionally I'm constantly looking for sales. If I see something I really want, but it's not on sale, I wait. I don't jump for it. I just wait. And that's what I did. I waited 6 months and I finally found something I've been dying to get my hands on, and that's by Carner Barcelona, Rose and Dragon. I've been wanting that one for a very long time. And I finally found it on sale, and I pulled the trigger, and I got that bad boy for 79 bucks, and that is a steal. Because I hear Carner Barcelona for a niche brand can be very expensive. Walking into Yeah, I've been there, done that. Yeah, Ombre Tonka, I find that one, appealing. I have a sample of it. Um, One of the interesting things about Ombre Tonka is that Thai oud. It's tolerable, it's not funky, that's for sure, and it kinda gives off this maple aroma, and it also kinda gives off a little of a leathery nuance that's subtle, but you also get some pistachio in there. It's a nice, appealing, like, woody gourmand in a way. But it's good. It's definitely good. I plan on getting Ombre Tonka eventually. That's another one I would like to get sometime. Elborn by Yeah, there's a couple other ones by Carner Barcelona I would like to get. Marbella, Supermoon, I would like to grab those as well, for sure, sometime down the road. And it's been a minute since I've smelled this. Yeah, explicit vanilla. Mm. I don't recommend spraying in your face like I just did. Excuse me. That went right up my nose. Have I tried Rayhan Adonis Incarus? No, I haven't. And I think there's mixed views on it, and I wasn't too impressed to even buy it, unfortunately. Another good one is Burberry Hero Elixir. Yeah, well, it's because I sprayed too close to my nose. The only Rayhans that I own and I do appreciate, I don't own all of them because I don't jump at every dupe that comes out. I just don't. I buy ones that I have samples of to do, like, comparisons just to check out. You know, I do remember what Altair smells like, but that one there, Hawassa Overdose, it's more like 60% kinda there, but with, like, this chocolatey twist to it. Oh, yeah, I made the mistake before getting fragrance in my eyes, that sucks. Bad. That's just brutal. So, yeah, Mancera's are strong as hell for sure. Yeah, Boss Bottle, the original EDT. I never got that one, but I would like to get it. Um, there's another one that I got not too long ago. Uh, yeah, Rayhan Aquatica. I enjoy that one. Oh, you know what? Here's another good one. Budget cologne that's like kind of vanillic, ambery, warm, caramel, very gourmandish, but it's like date night scent, that's for sure. Aromatics, naughty dates. I forgot I had this one. This is a good one too. It's almost got like a buttered caramel tone to it, spice, woods, vanilla. This is good as well. I can appreciate that. Oh, here's another one that's pretty good, but a little different. Different type of gourmand-ish kind of scent. Oh, Boss Bottled Absolute. I love that one. It's my favorite one. Absolute favorite. And I got a little dent in this one, and it's by Cologne. And I think, Joel, you're familiar with this one. Ame wa kame je suis, which is French for love me as I am. It's like a nutty, warm, gourmand kind of scent. Man, is this one good. Mm, mm. Very masculine, that's for sure. Boss Bottled Absolute. Well, I got so much going on right now, I can't even really smell anything else. Seeing someone with a big fr Well, no, I mean, At a university, yeah, I wouldn't be wanting to spend money on crazy fragrance. Do you think one fit hey, $1 to $200 allowance for a fragrance? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but down there, I'm smelling really good because I could still pick up that Oriental Rose. But Boss Bottled Absolute, it's darker, rich, more mature, grown up. You got like, it's smoky incense. I think it's built around ginger leather. I think there's Divana in that one. Definitely for like fall, winter, or date night kind of stuff, but it's good. It's a good fragrance. I wore Boss Bottled Absolute not too long ago. But I think a lot of people just don't go for it as much because a lot of people tend to gravitate towards Boss Bottled Beyond. That one is a little more forgiving, which you still get that leather and ginger throughout the entire fragrance. It's a little more mass appealing, and I think anybody can rock that one. But if you're in the Boss Bottled Absolute, get what you get. I like it, but I would probably have to agree. I think it's overly hyped, overrated, but it's good. It serves its purpose. And I think I got a lot of cologne on me here. Now I can really get that chocolate from Overdose, so that's pretty good. Th- this is what I like so far about Hawas Overdose is I like the dry down more than anything. It's that chocolate. That's where it gets good. The opening, eh. Give yourself 3 minutes, walk away, and then smell your arm when it settles down. Best way I can describe it. Chocolate's good. And let's see here. Out of all these other samples, 1907 by Boadicea the Victorious, that's a 10 out of 10. And man, you still get that. I'm still getting that pink pepper, lemon, cardamom, and spices, but I'm really getting that heart note at the moment. And I'm getting some nutmeg. I'm getting some violet sage, a cashmere blend here. So I'm in the heart notes right now, but I'm still picking up the top notes as well. I haven't even got to the dry down yet, and it's been maybe 15 minutes on skin. Yes, definitely take heed to that. That is a good, valid point from Joel. As long as it fits your budget and you're not overspending, you're good. Yeah, you don't 150 to $200 is actually safe for a fragrance budget. For me, I'm at for me, my budget's 400 a month, but I don't spend up to 400. I just won't do that. So, I'm always looking for sales, and I have so many accounts with different online discounters, and I rack up so many reward points, which also helps me, save a little bit of money, and sometimes I win free giveaways as well off Instagram and other fragrance YouTubers that I support and on having a membership on another channel, so that's another way of where I've accumulated fragrance over time. Now, there was times where during the holidays, I decided to treat myself and I spent over 1,200 on cologne. I don't recommend anybody doing that. But I had the money and I wanted some other fragrances at the time and I didn't want to wait. So I spent 1,500 bucks. And I think at that time I bought 20 fragrances. But out of those 20 fragrances, I got them through different discounters where I didn't have to spend crazy money, where it could have been probably 2 to $3,000, but I spent 1,500 and I got like 30 fragrances. That was last year. So out of that 1,500, I bought, oh, I would say 4 Louis Vuitton fragrances, a bunch of Manceras and some other niche fragrance houses, colognes, some budget colognes, and some designers, other stuff. So, but that's something I don't do anymore. I stopped doing that. But now I normally buy discovery sets and I'll spend time with samples or, if Max Aroma, e-discount perfumes, or Aura Fragrance is in stock. Sometimes Aura Fragrance is another great website to buy stuff from. So Aura Fragrance, I know they're in stock with the reformulated version of Dolce& and Gabbana Light Blue Pour Homme. I hear that new reformulation's pretty damn good. And I think it's like 52 or 60 some dollars for it. And even sometimes you could find some decent Manceras there too. You could sometimes find some decent prices on Parfums de Marly, Roja, or whatever. And I know they got some really nice prices for like Hawas Atlantis. You can get it for like 30 bucks. 38 some dollars plus tax, so about 40 bucks, which ain't bad. What's on my wish list now? Too many. A lot. Hundreds. I can't even begin to tell you. I have a notebook and I finally crossed off one entire page. That's done. So I'm on the second page. Uh, I never got my nose on the original, but I do own Hawas Ice. And I like plums, so I would go with ice over the original. I like Hawas Ice. I put a dent in that bottle, and I also put a dent in Hawas Verde, that's for sure. That one's getting there. But yeah, I still have it. It's starting to get a dent. This is a pretty good one. Great for the summertime. It's definitely a fruity, icier. It's got this like cooling ice feel on skin. It's definitely a fresher, fruitier twist off the original, but more mass appealing and easier to wear. And this one's good. And I still think this is one of their best flankers in the Hawas line out of everything I've smelled so far. But, you know how that goes. Yeah, I do. I would definitely, I would take Hawas Ice over the original. And I think I did get my nose on the original once at TJ Maxx, and what I didn't really care for it, I think it has too much cumin in it, and sometimes cumin can, like, you know, add some funk to it, but other than that, Hawaii ice is a better choice. If you like plum and you like some fresh aquaticness, you will enjoy that one. It's good. Now this is where it's starting to get better, and you're welcome. Hawaii overdose. It's the dry down. The dry down is what makes this entire fragrance better. So now that it's been on my skin a little longer, this is getting actually better. So that would make a nice, you know, Netflix chill lounging scent with your woman or date night, but fall and winter time. I probably wouldn't want to wear that during the summer. It probably would get cloying, especially in my climate, because June and July in Ohio, where I live, we have humidity. And lately it's been quite humid. And we just had another severe storm with tornadic winds that came through today. And I was actually outside. I should have been inside, but had to take a amazing video seeing tree branches getting lofted in the air. So, not to get off topic, if you don't own any of the Liquid Brune French Avenue colognes out there, Hawaii overdose is not bad, but I will warn you, very strong and potent in the opening, very spicy, a lot of spices, woody notes. But once it settles down, I'd say after 3 to 5 minutes, it gets really nice. So, and looking at the time, it's about 8:02. I'm probably going to shut it down here in another probably 5 minutes because I got some other things I got to do. But have any of you guys gotten your nose on any newer fragrance? Budget, niche, designer? Um, I know I did pull the trigger on some new stuff. I bought Blueberry Shine by Native Parfums. I'm really good friends with the perfumer. He's like a brother to me. Um, I'm just waiting on the Zaharoff Gusto Limoni to come in. I'm certain that'll come my way back when George is back around, but I'm not in a rush for it. It'll be here when it gets here. And I think I got a couple other ones from Essential Harmony. So I can't wait to check out those ones that I bought. And yeah, I think that's it. So I appreciate y'all hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. And I think that's a wrap. And I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. So God bless, stay safe, and remember, smell your best out there. Oh, wait, what's that? In the next couple of days, there'll be what? What is that? Juice Box, Wave of Freedom, Wasabi Club. Hmm. Laverne. You know what? DM me about those on IG, Joe. And that's another house I didn't even check out yet. Juice Box. So DM me some of those names if you can. So you guys have a wonderful Sunday evening. God bless. Smell your best. Peace out.